Oh, eccoci qua. The most important week for AC Milan has started. But first, did you see Inter? Do you think Inter has his belly full? Also, I don't have many chance to make fun of Inter, so when I can, I'll make sure that I make fun of them. Also, this is the week of the derby, so I do feel usually the week of this particular week a lot during the year. I think about the match. I think that we didn't win for a long time, and it's time for us to win against Inter. So it's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, they lost Di Marco now. That is not going to play against Manchester City, and maybe he's not going to be in the derby. But for me, I am of the opinion that when we play the derby, I want both teams to have their best players on the field, because that's how you play the derby. I want to like face the best Inter there is, and I want them to face the best Milan there is. That said, let's go and talk about Liverpool. Liverpool. Oh, okay. How do we feel about this? How do I feel about this match? I am very torn. I have AC Milan doesn't have problems in the creating chances to score goals. Actually, it's one of the first team in Serie A for touches inside the final third. The problem is our defense, which is not solid. Liverpool is a very scary team to face. They're fast. Salah, it's always a nightmare to play against. And although, like when we play against the English teams, we usually do well when we play in San Siro. The last matches that we played against Premier League teams were, I think, Newcastle and Tottenham, and they went well for us. Yes, they're not Liverpool, I know. So I have the feeling that this is gonna be a match with many goals from both sides, hopefully. And let's see how Milan will do, because this is the real test for us. This and Inter are like the test to see at what point is Fonseca's job, at what point is this team, and what we can hope to do in this season. Yeah, you can say it's only like the beginning, still the beginning of Serie A and the Champions League. Obviously, losing against Liverpool is not like the end of the world. Like, it's very possible of our Champions League group losing against Real Madrid and Liverpool is something that can happen. We know that, but it's important to see if we lose. It's important for me to see how Milan lose, because if we lose but we fight on every ball and we have our chances, and overall we play a good game, it doesn't matter if we lose this match. If we lose in the same way that we lost, like against Parma or Lazio, I'm calling that a loss, then I will be worried. But I'm very interested to see this match, and I am very scared as well. So I don't know what to expect. I do not follow Premier League much. I watch some matches, so for me it's hard to say how it's gonna be. So we know that Calabria is still out, I think, or is gonna be on the bench, which is why we're gonna have to play with Emerson Royal. Our weak side, the right side, I am worried for that. We will see, I think, again Fofana with Loftus-Cheek, and he's going to maybe alternate with Renders. And Renders, the role that has now as a attacking midfielder is much better than a defensive midfielder, in my opinion. But they might alternate to create also some confusion to Liverpool. If we go and check the head-to-head between Liverpool and AC Milan, we saw that basically after the Champions League we did not win. So the last match, obviously the head-to-head has his own limits, because like the teams are so different right now. Like the team that played in 2021-22 is practically a completely different team. We have the same players, are Mignan, Leao, Theo. So it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, these head-to-heads, especially like in European competitions, like when the teams and the coaches are different. But Liverpool is doing pretty well right now, even though he lost against Nottingham Forest. So I am divided. Teams from the Premier League, usually English teams, leave more spaces than Italian teams. Like while Italian teams play more tactically, usually like matches from the Premier League are more pyrotechnic. There's many spaces and runs, and that's our strength because we have many fast players. I hope that our attack works with Pulisic, Abraham, and Leao. I hope the players are motivated, especially after this win against Venezia. I hope that boosted their morale a little bit, and I think they want to prove to not only us, but to prove to themselves they are worth of playing in the Champions League, because many of these players, I mean, the dream of a player, I think, is to win the Champions League. And with this sort of Champions League, which is very different, is, in my opinion, it is kind of easier to reach the final stage, right? Because if this were like the old Champions League, then we would play against, let's say, Liverpool, right, twice. And that's a total different story. You're going to play Liverpool once, which means we have one chance, and we're going to play in our home. And playing in our home, it is a big advantage for us, especially against English teams. So a part of me is hopeful. A part of me is, let's see. I want to be hopeful before the match because I want to enjoy the match as much as I can. I'm not sure if I can watch it live. I think I'll have to shut down internet, YouTube, and everything until I can see the replay. But I'm very, very much looking forward to this. Again, I'm scared for our defense phase because the Liverpool has really good players, and I'm worried that they're gonna focus Emerson Royal's side, and Emerson Royal did very bad with Parma and so with Venezia. So that's our weak spot, obviously. And I want to see actually what Fonseca will do about this. If AC Milan though plays with a high pressing and try to keep control of the game, we have to be very careful not to lose any possession in a stupid way, let's say, to give because Liverpool can capitalize on our mistakes. Liverpool is a top team. So let's see how this goes. Let me know if you're gonna watch the match, and what are your feelings about this match. Do you think AC Milan has the players to win this match? In my opinion, we do have a team that can win this match or tie, let's say, this match, right? But yeah, as I told you, I am very torn. I have good feelings and bad feelings, and I hope the good feelings prevail. Have a nice week, and let me know what you think. And are you excited for this match and the derby in particular? We're gonna talk about the derby during the week. Bye bye.